Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm France Martin, independent demonstrator with Stamping Up at frenchiestamps.com. Today I'm going to share with you how to do the diamond floating. Um, that's mini diamond. I got this card last year, or maybe it's even the year before. Um, See that? It's just amazing, but it's a lot easier. It's from Jenny. And this is a 5x7. I'm going to show you on the regular size card, okay? We don't have this paper anymore. Oh, what was that? I cannot remember of the name, but I use so much of it. I was debating before the thoughtful journey, and then I put my hand on the splendid autumn, and really, it's say autumn, but it's going to be we're going to use that purplish and freshy print. So you want to start with a piece of cardstock that on the long way it's 9.5 by 5.5. Put the 9.5 at the top. You're going to score at 1/2 inch, 2 and 5/8, 2 and 5/8, 4 and 3/4, 6 and 7/8, and then 9. All the measurements are all on my blog, okay? So you get this. Now we're going to remove this. And anytime you get a fun fold, the trick to it really is to reinforce your score line. So in the center, we're going to fold it this way. Now you're going to fold in and then come here and fold in. And then this is going to go out. And over here. Now, we're going to cut, and that doesn't matter the size, but just remove like a little diagonal there. That's going to help just in case if it would pass. So this is going to be just make it easier, okay? So it don't matter, just remove a little bit. Now to speed up the process, I pre-done a lot of it, meaning the layers and such. And we're going to start. And so this is the inside of the card here, okay? So really, okay, so if this is the inside of the card, not the inside, would be the outside of the card. So what we're going to start with, I emboss 2-piece with the Forever Plaid here, and this going to go on the outside, right there on the edge. And then our greeting going to be inside. So I sponge around. You know what? I don't like the sponge. We're going to use the other side. Now, the designer series paper, I need 5-inch long. Well, I add the strip here. We're going to add the strip just at the bottom. So the white piece and these 2-piece here, they measure, let me, 5.25 by 1 7/8. And again, all the measurement will be on my blog, okay? So it's 5.25, that is for sure. Yeah, 5.25 by 1 7/8. So you're going to need 2 of the white of that size. So it is again 2 5.25 by 1 7/8. Let's make sure this goes in the right direction here. So the piece of designer series paper measure 1 inch, 1 by 1 7/8. Oh, always cut from the back because then you can follow your paper. Okay, so this is the back of our card. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to attach this together. So really, your message would be in the back of the card. You can always put white inside and have it inside, but it would be hard to stamp around those diamonds, okay? And now we're going to put the plat. So this is Highland Heather, and my card base, it's Fresh Frisia. And if you're one that, oops, get a lot to say, you can always use all white over here. Like me, I get little to say usually. I talk a lot, but I don't like to write. Et voila. See, that autumn paper becomes spring paper, right? Now we're going to turn this way, and really this needs to go that way. Wait a minute. Yeah, I just reverse it. That's okay. We can always, here we go. Voila. Now, you're going to need 4, and if you get a pattern, try to follow the pattern, but if it's a 6x6, it won't be enough. You're going to need 2 print. So all your design and your cardstock, it's the same than this side over here. So this is 178 by 5 1/4. And your designer series paper, it is 5-inch long by 1 5/8. So the 1 inch, the inch at the bottom, that's what I use in the back there. So it is again 5-inch long by 1 5/8. So I glue the layers to speed up the process because it's quite a bit of layers over here, okay? And don't worry, all the measurement going to be on my blog, and you get the link right below. So I would say it's a lot easier if you put all your layers like what I done here, and then start assembling your card and such. Then over here, and maybe you want to skip the layers of the cardstock because it's this going to be very thick. It won't be a regular postage in the mail. No. And I think no matter what, it won't be a regular postage in the mail because we get all the layers of those diamond there. Okay, so now you see how this goes, right? Boom. I see something lifting here. So we're going to take care of that. Here we go. You want to make sure you put glue on the edge too, okay? Et voila. Okay, now what we're going to do, you're going to need 8, a total of 8 square. So the first color cardstock in Island Heather here, you're going to need 8 of 2 by 2. The next layer, again, you need 8 of 1 1/2 by 1 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. Let's measure twice. Yes, 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. So 2 by 2, 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, and the designer series paper, it's 1 1/2 by 1 1/2. So you will need 8 of them. Then I was trying to follow my pattern. Well, come to find out that because it turned diagonal, really, it's better for that if you take a pattern that doesn't matter which side that it goes, okay? But I was like, I'm almost done with it. I'm going to do it. It's going to look good anyway. So we need 8 of them together. So you need 3 over here, 3 over there, makes 6. Then you're going to need 1 over here, 1 over here, and then the top one in the center, this one here, measure 2.5 by 2.5, 2.5 by 2.5. Next layer, 1 3/4, 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. So 2.5 by 2.5, 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, and 2 by 2. Again, all measurement will be on my blog, and this one will go there. So now, how are we going to make that pop? See, this is just floating, right? And like this. So let's get started. I find the easiest way for me is to do the center first. So let's move that. Let's move that. Now for the center, you're going to need two pieces of about 5 inch, even if it's shorter a little bit, it's okay, or longer, but you don't want to go much longer. So 5 inch long, and that was the leftover of my 11 inch this way. That was, it was an inch and a half. So I cut that at 3/4. So you need two pieces of 3/4 by 5, and then you're going to score that in the center. It's at 3/8. So what you want two pieces like this. So really it was a full long at 11 that I used. Now we're going to start with one side only. So the opening, you want to face open like that way, and that one going to go that way. But we're going to start one at a time, okay? So we're going to go ahead and take this. So where the inch, whatever, very close, going to stay in the center. And it's easier if you pull your card base this way. So then you know you're right at the edge there. Okay, now we're going to do the other one. And that's the same thing, the opening face out. Now you're going to lift this side. You want to make sure you don't pass the score line, because what happens if you pass the score line, it won't close together well. See, sometimes it's a little bit out there. That's okay. I think it is okay. Yeah, because now see, it get the space to close. Now we're going to put the top and the bottom first. So decide what you want for the top and the bottom. So I'm going to put it this way. So now you see the reason why you couldn't go much more than 5, okay? So what I'm going to do, I should have done that before, but that's okay. I'm going to just cut this here a bit. Here we go. I should have done that on both ends, you know. So, but live and learn, okay? You learn from my mistake. So I still gonna see the bag there. It's too, oh, maybe not. I can, here we go. That one, I got it. That's what it's nice with Tombow glue. It gives you a little bit of chance to fix your boo-boo. This one get glued pretty good, but I think I got it. Okay. Okay, so now, like I said, we have to put the top and the bottom. So this is going to go over here. So you want to stay right in the center, and then this one will go over there. So where you want the glue is just on this and this, nothing else, okay? You're going to go ahead. Oh, I need even longer. I'm going to go ahead, put that right here, hold it there. You want to keep your point right in the center there. And then you're going to go, and then you want to make sure, here we go, that it floats, right? Here we go. Now we're going to do the bottom one. So now you see why I pre-cut all that and did the layers, right? It's quite a bit of gluing. So this is not a card that you're going to do in 5 minutes. It's what I call the 50-pound card, okay? I have to get challenged to make them. Okay, now see when you open, boom. See how it flowed there? For some, oh yeah, this one was not so much in the center. You want to try to keep it in the center as much as you can. Now the bigger one, going to go on the top here. So this one, I'm going to go ahead, put my glue there, glue there, glue there. And then we're going to come right here. I just eyeballed this. I could try to find the center, and I did mark, I did the same size, a square, 2 by 2, because that's my little piece there, close, close, and that would give me my center. So it helped me to find the center, especially the other one. So this one, see, it's about right. And then when I open it up, it does float. Perfect. So one thing I see, this don't want to open as much. I should have pushed it more in the center. It was off a bit. So remember that. Okay, now for this one, the first one that I try, see all my sample that I try here, and I try smaller one. Well, what I done first, I was just putting my square right in the center of my inch that I call. Well, that's not correct. What we want, it's we want to put just over here, but your point and your point go in your score line of this. So no glue on that side at all. So I'm going to put glue right here. No glue on the other side there. So I'm going to put my point to my point there. And you see I'm off a bit, but that's not off, but I didn't cut enough. That's okay. I can come here and trim that off. So we always do the top and the bottom first. And the reason why you want to do the top and the bottom first, because that make it easier to line up your centerpiece. So remember, glue just on the inch, nothing on the main body there. And then, voila. Now this one gonna come right here. So I'm gonna put glue just at the point and the point, nothing on each side because they're gonna be loose. And this one though, I will do this and I will do this. So then I know about my center there. So that helped me with this part, because this one you want to try to align it because both sides going to try to match together. And then the other one going to come here. Okay, so oops, this one didn't glue. Let's add more glue. So you want to make sure to hold it there till it bond together. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to press a little bit harder here, because you want to make sure it bond. Now we're going to do the same thing over here. So I'm going to go ahead and put my glue right here. Because remember, no glue on that side there. Point to point in the score line. Didn't have enough glue there. And then at the bottom, point to point. So now you see it's better if you would use a pattern of paper that don't have a flow. The background, it's perfect because you know we keep it on the same side, you know, straight, but the center and all those diamond, we cut it, well, we place it on the diamond, we cut it square, but it go on a diamond. So that make it tricky. So I would say take a designer series paper that really, it doesn't matter what direction it go. It can go vertical, horizontal, sideways, upways, whatever. So that's what make it a lot easier. And voila. So now before I really press hard here, I'm gonna, oops, see, oops. I want to try this, and match this the best that I can here. See now, I can adjust a little bit. And voila. So you see how thick it is. So no matter what, you're going to have extra postage for this. Now I didn't even use a stamp set. I am using Celebration, the, and what it's called, Birthday Treats Ephemera Pack. I'm a big fan of them, okay? Very much so. So I got my happy birthday. We're gonna pop that right there. I thought to put dimensional, but you know what? It's already thick. I want it to fit at least in my envelope, right? So I'm gonna put that there. My balloon gonna come right in the center. So see, now it removed my pattern of the whatever it was, the background and the sunset and such. So now I'm gonna put my balloons here. Now I got a little cupcake, and that it was all part of that. Here we go, all part of that ephemera pack. Is that cool? And then see, boom. So you see here it go in a little bit. It's because that this was not right at the edge of my score. But overall, it did pop up very, very nice. Now in the back, I had one more little, no, I wanted to say pumpkin, a little cupcake. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to put that right here. Here. So now I got place in the back to write, and see this even flipped this way. So you get your message this way. Maybe I should have put my happy birthday there. No, it's good. And voila. So when it popped, is that cool? Well, Janie, thank you so much. She inspired me with so many 50-pound cards. It's just lovely. And I will have another one with a different pattern, with a new paper that just got released or will be released in May. So make sure to visit my blog. You get the link right below, and you will have all the measurement on my blog. Okay, so this is the diamond floating foam. I hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, happy stamping, my friend. Bye bye for now.